Like this lady walks to the psychiatrist's office, and he says, get undressed and lay down. And she lays down on the couch, and he walks over and he gives her a real and he gets through. I said, solve my problem, what's yours? You think about it. Go ahead. Here's a man quite up and he is taking a shower. And as he's showering, he's washing himself up, or is it down? Was the way for a start. He looks down his little dinghy. It was a little dinghy, it was a cold shower. He says, hey, we were born together. We had a bar mitzvah together. We had such good times together. It's a shame you had to die before I did. It's another way to bury a stiff, you know. Yeah, you think about it. I like that one myself. Little man meets his friend in the street and he says, Jake, how are you? How are you? He says, oh, I'm fine. I'm Uncle Doric. I'm Jim Dendy. His name is Sam Levine. He says, what are you so chulian about? He says, oh, I picked up a girl at a bar last night. I take her to the room and I give it to her, but like, he says, get the hell out. He says, no, really. The night before I picked up a girl and I give it to her, but like, he says, come on, stop with the BS. Look, man, my age, I got over 70. How could you when I can't? He says, true. He says, come on, what, are you taking almonds? He says, no, didn't you already got something new now, pumpernickel bread? He says, pumpernickel bread? How's by the Bible? Listen, I'll try myself. He goes to the baker and he says, girlie, give me $5 worth of pumpernickel bread. He says, $5 worth, it'll get hard. He says, give me $10 worth. So this man loves to go scuba diving, you see, and he buys this, you know, the snorkel with the fins, with the whole thing, and it goes 20 fathoms down, 30 fathoms down, 50 fathoms down. There he is, marrying the marine life, and there's a guy next to him without any equipment at all. So he takes the pen, you know, that writes under the chicken schmaltz there, and he writes, what are you doing down here without the equipment on? The guy takes a pen from him and he says, right, schmuck, I'm drowning. Here's a couple married for 25 years. 25 years, the husband is in bed with his wife. And he says, honey, what's the matter? Did I hurt you? She says, no, why do you ask? He says, when you moved. Yeah, there are two husbands on the town. One husband says, the other one, let's pick up some broads. The other one says, I'll tell you the truth, I can't take care of what I got at home. Let's go to your house. Here's another wife having an affair with her husband's best friend, having a tete-a-tete. Well, the phone rings in the middle of and she says, hello? Hello, yes, dear? Yeah. Yes, not Chunko. Yes, dear. Chunko. Yes, honey, anytime come home, be fine. Mm-hmm. She hangs up, the guy's getting ready to leave. She says, where you going? He says, that's your husband. She says, yeah. He says, I'm getting out of here. She says, don't worry. He's at the club playing cards with you. Reminds me of this girl was admiring these shoes in front of the Schaefer window, and you know, she's looking at the shoes, $40 a pair. This was quite a few years ago, right? Mm-hmm. And she says, oh, I'll do anything for those shoes. I must have those shoes. I'll do anything for those shoes. And this guy's listening to her, you know, and she's built real nice, and he figures, well, if she'll do anything, I'll get them for her, you know. So he walks over and he says, will you really do anything for the shoes? He says, anything. I must have them. Some girls are queer for shoes, you know. Yeah. And he says, well, I'll get them for you. And he buys her the shoes, and as they're walking out, she says, look, I said I'd go with you, and I will. I'm not a copping out type of broad, but I just want to tell you that I'm a real cold tomato. He says, don't worry, honey. I can't have flaws enough me. Which means leave it to me, honey, because I'll fix it up, you see. So he takes her to the room, and for 1 hour she's laying like a brick. For 2 hours, like 2 bricks. All of a sudden, her legs go in the air, and oh, she's shaking. He says, huh, cold tomato? Finally got you moving. She wanted me moving. I'm trying on the shoes. Darling, are you drinking? Are all of you brides drinking? You have to, you know, it's your honeymoon. You have to be tight. All right, I said it, and I'm glad. And the groom's got to be stiff. Okay. No? Why not? Oh, you are? Who?
Yeah, over here.
Over there. I say, how long are you married? 2 years? You look like a baby. I know they get married younger and younger. I swear some of these honeymoon couples are so young, they're too young to even come down on themselves. A lot of parents have to come with them on the honeymoon. We have these parents decided to join the kids in a Florida honeymoon, and they're down adjoining rooms. Of course, adjoining rooms in Florida hotels like being in the same room. Because here the walls are made of spit altogether. That's a new kind of cement, spit altogether, you know. Well, there they are in the middle of the night. The groom says to the bride, he says, baby, how about it? So being a bride, she hasn't got the right to say no yet. Yeah. Well, in the next room, the parents are listening, so Jake says, Becky. That's the name's Becky and Jake. Well, Penelope and Clyde wouldn't fit. Would it, Penelope Klein? No. She says, Becky, the kids in the other room is giving me the message through the wall. And while I'm getting the message, you got the urge. And if I got the urge, less merge. She says, I'll tell you the truth. Here in Miami Beach with the fresh air, I feel very dear myself. I don't mind if I do. Let's. And they make. And 15 minutes later, the kids' room will start with a hawking again. And this time, Jake says, Becky, the kids are starting up again. And me starting up also. And what the hell? With the last one, let's take advantage. She says, I'll tell you the truth, baby doll. I lay back and do nothing anyway. Be my guest. And they make. 15 minutes later, the kids' room will start with a hawking again. This time, Becky starts banging on the wall. The children, stop! You're killing your father.